I've simply removed the airbrush, the condenser, and the hose from the box that it comes in. That's all that comes in this box. You will not get an airbrush, so don't forget to order the airbrush. We're going to show you how to put this together first. Okay? It comes with the condenser. You simply thread it on till it's good and tight. When you get the compressor, it comes with the condenser and the hose, and it also comes with this little clamp. Every time you get a new hose, you do not get the clamp. All right? So you want to make sure that you hang on to this clamp every time you replace the hose. I'm going to leave the clamp there, grab the other end, and I'm going to apply it to this end of the condenser. All you need to do is push it up there pretty tight. Doesn't have to go all the way up. All right? And then I'm going to open my airbrush, which came in another box, don't forget. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply take this and press that up onto the gun all the way to the top. Squeeze the little chuck and clamp the hose on. Turn it on. And now we have air a little bit coming out of the compressor and the hose. If you want it full blast, just simply tighten up the compressor. And now I have more air coming out this end and less air coming out, or little to no air coming out here. In the hose, you will find a hole. And the reason it has a hole is to allow condensation to escape. So your airbrush is adjustable. It has rubber feet on the bottom to keep it from bouncing off. Let's talk a little bit about the airbrush. I'm going to take it apart. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the crown, which covers the needle. I'm going to remove the nozzle cover. There's the nozzle. That's what you use the wrench for. This little piece right here, let me pull the needle back so you can see it. This little piece right here is the most expensive piece of the gun. It's precisionally ground for the diameter of the needle. All right? I'm going to simply remove the handle. I'll lay this all out so I can get it back together. I'm going to remove the chuck. Pull out the needle. As soon as you pull out the needle, the trigger automatically becomes loose. This is the trigger mechanism. This is what keeps your trigger tight. A spring and a cover. All right, now that other little piece should fall right out. So that's your gun. The only thing you need to do on a regular basis, we'll talk about later, and that's clean your reservoir, keep an eye on your needle, replace your needle from time to time, and your crown. But let's put it back together. You want this to look like a backwards C. Grab it, place it in, twist it, and drop it right in. While you've got that so it doesn't go anywhere, let's go ahead and insert the trigger. Try the trigger down, slide it, and then let the lever fall up against the trigger. Now I can take the 3-piece piston set that has a flat edge on it. I want to make sure that the flat edge is down. I want to insert that into the case and then tighten. Now this should actually hold my lever and my trigger snug. All right? Now I'm going to take my needle and very gently, going to pick up the needle. All right? And I'm going to insert it into the back side of the trigger. Push it all the way forwards. Make sure it's all the way forwards. And then tighten the needle down with the nut. Now I'm simply going to take the nut cover or the back end of the gun. Screw that on. Now I'm going to place the nozzle cover on. And I'm going to pull the trigger back so I don't poke myself in the finger with the needle. And I'm going to tighten that. And then I'm going to tighten the crown back on. Now we've put the gun back together. If you have any questions about this session or any Bakercraft products, please visit us at bakercrafts.com. For Bakercrafts tips and tricks, I'm Elizabeth Riggs.